Hello Sonoma County, welcome back to our channel. We're so happy to have you here. Today we are going over a fabulous neighborhood right in the central area of Petaluma, California. Petaluma is so cute. We freaking love it. It's got just enough of all the small town country Sonoma County feels, but it also has some very high-end restaurants, some great hotels, really beautiful homes and properties. So there's a lot for everybody. And today we are going to dive into one of the most cozy, sought-after neighborhoods with a great price point called the Adobe Creek District. Before we dive into that though, my name is Morgan Devinchenzi and I'm with Sullivan Group Real Estate, helping people move into, out of, and all around Sonoma County every single year. So if you're thinking about making that move, you're watching this video because you're in the process of researching where do I move, Petaluma is a great location and we'd love to share more about why. Maybe this neighborhood will be a great fit for you. We also have a ton of other videos about Petaluma and the other Sonoma County cities, and we are sure to help you make the right move and make it a smooth transition. Feel free to reach out. My info is right here on the screen. I'm happy to answer those questions. You can pick my brain about all things Sonoma County and where would likely be the best spot, and we can't wait to meet you. Okay, before we show you around this neighborhood and give you all the details, let's first talk about where are we? Petaluma is the southernmost city in Sonoma County. Sonoma County is 2 counties up from the Greater Bay Area technically. So if you're familiar with San Francisco and that iconic Golden Gate Bridge, if you're taking the Golden Gate Bridge north, as soon as you get off of the Golden Gate Bridge, you're officially on Highway 101. Highway 101 stretches all the way up through Marin County and then into Sonoma County, heading Petaluma first. And then of course it actually takes you all the way through Sonoma County and up and beyond practically to Oregon. But for today, we're gonna focus on Petaluma. Once you get into the Petaluma area, you'll take the second exit, East Washington, for this specific neighborhood. And the best part about this neighborhood is you aren't quite as downtown as some of the other areas. So it's a little bit quieter, a little bit more tucked away, but you're probably about 5 minutes to everything. You're 5 minutes to 101. You're 5 minutes to Safeway, grocery stores, post office, all those kind of amenities. You got a Target. It might be a whopping 7 minutes away. You got a Home Goods and a TJ Maxx and a BevMo. You got Whole Foods, and then even just to get to downtown, you're probably about 10 minutes away. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, that you have this nice cozy neighborhood without being in the hustle and bustle, but you're super close to everything you're gonna need. So if you're planning to move to Petaluma and you're like, well, I may have to drive into the Bay Area every so often, or I may have to be in Santa Rosa on certain days of the week, you know, you're about 40 miles from Petaluma to the Golden Gate Bridge, and you're 25 to 30 minutes to Santa Rosa. So great central location. And then I do like to always point out that a lot of people, when they move to Sonoma County, the westernmost edge of Sonoma County is the Pacific coast. And so from where I'm standing right now, it's probably about 25-30 minutes to the Pacific Ocean to enjoy clam chowder, put your toes in the sand, and enjoy a nice beach day. So how cute is this neighborhood? A lot of the homes are gonna be a homey, family-oriented kind of feel. There's a lot of single-level homes as well as 2-story homes, of course. A lot of long-time owners in here because of the quality of the community. And I want to kind of touch on that before I give more information about the, houses and prices and statistics and things like that. So this community really has a great feel. So first of all, I think it always speaks volumes when an area has so many top-rated schools. Out of California, they released a list of the top 30 schools in California. 9 of those schools for the whole state of California, 9 of those schools are in the town of Petaluma. How cool is that? Multiple of those schools are right adjacent to this exact neighborhood. Knowing that there's so many highly rated schools, it goes hand in hand with having such a close-knit community feel. There's a lot of parent involvement in these schools, a lot of community support, and kind of a mutual like-mindedness for an emphasis on creating a community that emphasizes the importance of early education. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, every kid deserves a great education, and I think it's so awesome that so widely spread throughout Petaluma that is really well known. In addition to that, even the extracurriculars, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I think it's pretty cool myself that the Petaluma Little League is so well run, so well supported. In fact, in the more recent years, those kiddos made it to the World Series, the Little League World Series. I mean, how many kids can say they went to the World Series for Little League? That is so cool, and it just goes to show, again, the quality of involvement and support and community, connectedness that there is in this area. I think another thing to touch on is Petaluma healthcare. So whether you're a kiddo or a grown-up person, senior, everyone needs quality healthcare, and Petaluma absolutely has that. In fact, more recently we had a doctor choose out of everywhere when he graduated med school. He could have gone to Miami, he could have gone to New York, he could have gone to Denver. He chose Petaluma. He chose Petaluma for a wide variety of reasons, a lot of them having to do with the beautiful weather, the great location, getting to work with us. No, I'm just kidding, but maybe. Him and his family chose Petaluma because of the amazing schools to raise their young family. And he wanted to be a doctor in a community that emphasized quality healthcare. And there's an abundance of healthcare here in Petaluma. A lot of the, Petaluma Valley Hospital and other facilities are very close to where we're standing and in this neighborhood right now. And so it makes it really easy for everybody to get the care that they need right here in Petaluma. So without further ado, I won't bore you with any more statistics and community stuff, but it is helpful to know where you're moving into, of course. Let's go tour around a little bit more of this property or this community, show you what the properties look like, and then we're gonna end with, what does it cost to live in this neighborhood? Is it the right price for you? Let's find out. Okay, so now that we've talked through the community, talked through the location, talked through where Petaluma even is, and given you quite a tour of the Adobe District here in Petaluma, I think this neighborhood is darling. I have friends who personally live here, and we enjoy coming out and spending time at their house because their neighbors come over, and now their neighbors are our friends because it's all great people. It's all very family-oriented, fun, kind people that pretty much live in this neighborhood as far as I've experienced. You're gonna find, again, these family-oriented houses because it's a subdivision type neighborhood. You're gonna have functional layouts, 3-4 bedroom homes, 2 or more bathrooms. A bonus with this neighborhood is because they were built between the 1960s and 1980s, they still built them with pretty good sized lots. So a lot of them have very spacious backyards, room for a pool and a patio, room for some green grass, room for some planter beds. I mean, kind of DIY what your lifestyle is, but you'll have plenty of room for a lot of those pieces. As opposed to some of the new build communities, the College District or brand new builds that are coming into, Sonoma County here, they're being built with, probably a 10 to 12 foot clearance from their back door to their fence. And that's just really not all that usable other than just sitting on a chair. So I think this neighborhood is fantastic. And so getting to the price, which of course makes a big difference. In this neighborhood, for some of the smaller homes, or maybe a little bit more original homes, if you're looking at the bigger ones, you're gonna start around the $700,000 price point, maybe a little bit under, depending on what we find. But again, you are getting a lot and a great location for that price point. And that's actually below the median home price for all of Sonoma County while being in such a desirable area of Petaluma. Then the, either larger or more updated homes are selling well over the 800,000s, 850 or so along that price point. So just to kind of give you an idea what you can expect as far as moving in here. Is this in your budget? Is it something that's worth that to you? I'd love to hear. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is it a good neighborhood? Would you like something newer? Would you like something quirkier? Well, good news, Petaluma has both options and we'll guide you towards that. All you have to do is reach out. If you liked this video, hit that like button, let us know. We'll create more content just like this. Hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. We release 2 every week, and hit that bell so you'll be notified when those videos release. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit more up close look at one of Petaluma's most desirable neighborhoods, and we can't wait to see you again soon.